Carrier is down. Recover that satellite drone.
Profit down.
COD XP. Oh my god, that event was so much fun. If they did COD XP again in the next 4 years, I'm going. I don't care. I'm going. It was so much fun, guys. I wish you guys could have been there to experience it. But that's the point of this video, is I went there, I got to experience everything, and I got to have loads of fun. And I also went in there investigating for you guys, so that way I can answer the questions that you left for me in the last video. Now, granted, I left out the DLC 4 questions just because, you know, by the time this video is out, DLC 4s are going to be out as well. You guys are going to be able to answer your own questions as far as that goes. That being said, the background gameplay is actually Standoff. It was my very first game on Standoff. Well, they call it Outlaw now. And it was a ton of fun. Granted, it's theater mode, and I do apologize about that. Elgato, for some reason, when I was recording, didn't pick up the audio. So I had to reboot Elgato, and I had to get the theater mode footage. Speaking of theater mode, I actually heard there isn't going to be a theater mode in Infinite Warfare. I'm not too happy about that, but anyway, let's go back on topic. So let me first go ahead and talk about my experiences at COD XP, and then I'll go ahead and answer your questions. So COD XP, you know, first day we come in, we get registered, and we get to see the multiplayer reveal for Infinite Warfare. We get to see a sneak peek of the new DLC at the event. And everybody, and I mean everybody in the crowd was going crazy. People are saying this game's going to get a lot of hate. No, the vast majority of everybody there was on their feet, chanting, screaming, just with pure excitement, where I was sitting anyways. So this game looks like it has a lot of potential. So then after the event, we go outside, we get in line to play the game. Now, we did wait probably about an hour because the line was so long. Everybody just wanted to try out the new game. We get in there, and the sniping in this game is so fun. Granted, I did research because you guys asked questions, but the majority of the event, all I did was sniping, just because of the sheer amount of fun I had with it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But the first thing I did is, as soon as I got to sit down and get ready to play the game, I had my phone out with the comment section of my last video out, and I went through every little point that I could. I checked to see if there was bumper jumper, if there was all that stuff that you guys asked. The answer to those is yes, there is bumper jumper, there is stick and move. Those are going to return in Infinite Warfare, so all you people that like to jump shot but don't have a scuff, you'll be able to do it. So yeah, so I got to try out the sniping, and you know what, let's go ahead and talk about that too. Snipers, big question I got. Snipers do have aim assist, and not only that, but you can actually equip quick draw to snipers now. I am stoked. I love the sniping so much in this game. Like I just want it to be here already. Now, you might think, okay, well, isn't it going to be overpowered now? The answer to that is no, actually. The sniper that they have in the game has a really long rechamber time. So to rebolt to shoot the next shot actually takes quite a bit of time. And not only that, but the time to kill, from what I saw, granted we were playing on land, so it's the fastest it's ever gonna get. The time to kill is really fast, so if you missed a shot, you were practically dead. But the sniping was doable. I mean, I went positive for, like, I want to say 3/4 of my game, like around there. So yeah, the sniping is going to be great in that game. Also, the sniper I was using was actually a Intervention remake. It was like a futuristic version of the Intervention, which was pretty cool. I didn't get to play with Modern Warfare 2 at its prime, so getting to play with a gun that seems similar to the Intervention is awesome. Now, speaking of remakes, somebody asked, hey, what are the remakes? Are there going to be any remakes of the guns in the game? Now, while I was inside, I asked the guy that was working there, I said, hey, what remakes are going to be in this? And there were a couple things I found out. So it sounds like they're going to have classic guns in the game. Granted, these weren't available to us, but they will be available at launch. So there are going to be a lot of classic guns returning to Infinite Warfare in case the guns that they do have available that are new in the game don't fit with you. But what we did get to try out, so there was the Intervention remake, and then the guy, to be honest, he didn't seem too knowledgeable about it. He didn't really answer my question fully because you know, it was busy. But there was also an MP7 remake, and I asked him which one it was. I played a game with it, and you know, I could see how it was an MP7 remake, but you didn't really get that MP7 feel. The iron sights don't look anything like the MP7 at all. So I don't know. That's what he told me. Of course they have the AK-47 variant. So yeah, the guns feel like they're normal guns. They have the new hybrids now. So basically you have one sniper rifle. It's like a okay. Imagine a Draken that can turn into an assault rifle. That is now in the game, and I played one game with that. That thing is crazy strong. And then somebody was asking about the Ripper. The Ripper will be making a return as well, and it is still an SMG AR hybrid in the SMG category. Somebody wanted to ask about that as well, so that's in the game. Someone also asked, hey, are the maps 3-lane maps? And the answer to that is, for the most part, is yes. Now, they are 3-lane maps, but Infinity Ward actually kind of did a little twist on it. So, yes, they're 3-lane, but they did like a whole bunch of routes. And, I mean, I can't really describe it to you too well. All I gotta say is wait to try it. The maps did flow really well. I had no issues finding enemies. It's nothing like Ghosts at all. Now, I can actually say that now because I played the game. So yes, you will enjoy the maps. And then another question I also got is, what is the customization like? Unfortunately, we didn't get to try to customize things out too much, but the whole specialist, what they call them rigs now, there is a whole lot more customization in that department. So now, as far as specialist goes, I'm just going to call them rigs. You don't only just choose a specialist weapon anymore. You choose a specialist weapon, you choose a trait that also affects how you play. And yeah, so the specialists have a lot more customization. So you have a trait and you have your rig, and each specialist or rig basically corresponds with a different game style per that person playing it. And the last question I got is, how is the movement? I actually really like the movement in the game. They slowed it down. It's a little slower than Black Ops 3. So you can't actually jump as high or as far. Wall running takes a part of your meter. But it flows really well with the maps, and it does a really good job of making sure that jump shotting isn't as overpowered. Granted, you can still do it and it's still effective. It's just not as strong as it was in the past game, and I actually kind of like that. So yeah, guys, I got a lot of game time. I probably played about 9 games of Infinite Warfare. So if you have any extra questions that you didn't ask in the last video and you're curious about, I probably have the answer. So make sure you leave those in the comments below, and I'll make sure to reply. And until next time, guys, have a good one.